morning. Technically morning. Yeah, it's 11:25 in the morning. Don't have any cleaning scheduled today, just all estimates. So I'm just going to go out and do estimates. And while I'm driving, I'm just going to film thoughts that I'm thinking about when it comes to if you're wanting to start a business or not. So just what my 2 cents is. Everybody posts their 2 cents. I'm going to post my 2 cents. And I like to think mine's a little bit more simple than most, because a lot of people make pages of like starting a business and not knowing what they're doing and all these different things, and it's just like I feel like they're overanalyzing a little bit when it comes to starting. Because you have all the big business owners, and they'll talk about how they started and all different stuff, but they don't dive into what all they did whenever they first started, because they already forgot. They're already big, they're making a bunch of money and have employees and the whole 9 yards. I'm right in that sweet spot to where I just started a couple years ago, but I don't have any employees yet and I'm not making a bunch of money yet. To pretty much start off this conversation, is if you want to start a business, is what do you want to do? Is there something that you know that you could do that can make money? Have you done a job in the past where you're like, oh, I could do this and start a business doing it? For me, I worked a bunch of jobs out of high school. I was an auto mechanic out of high school. I did body work. I was a manager in an AutoZone. I did all kinds of different stuff. I worked at Surf Pro for a summer while I was in high school. I'm trying to think of what else I did. So I've done a bunch of different things, but I think what's the nail in the coffin of when I started was I used to work for a big carpet cleaning company. I don't know if I'll name the name or not, but I worked for them about a year. I did air duct cleaning for them. I learned how to clean air ducts and carpet and dryer vents and all that different stuff through them. And me and the owner had a falling out. He had different moralities than me. And it's, I guess when you get that big, I don't know. It is what it is. But let me get something to drink and then I'll come back and continue what I was talking about. Alright, back to what I was saying. I think I left off me working for Stanley. So whenever I did that, me and the owner had a falling out. I think I already mentioned that. So I quit and I started Deep South Cleaning, doing what I learned from Stanley. Because I was just like, well, dryer vent cleaning, it's pretty simple to do. Go get an air compressor, get an air line and the tool, and you can go clean dryer vents. So that's what I did. And then did a little bit of pressure washing. Quickly learned I didn't know what I was doing, pressure washing. So I scrapped that before I damaged somebody's property or whatever it was. So pretty much just went door to door. So I started doing dryer vents. So did dryer vents. Went door to door, did pressure washing, went door to door, tried to clean people's driveways. It was pretty much the cut and dry, like starting a business. That's what you do. But I'm skipping ahead here. The important part is dialing back to what is actually like starting. Is find what you want to do, figure out a name that you love. Pick a name that is just like cool. It doesn't have to pertain to what you're doing, because I mean it helps. Like I named my business Deep South Cleaning, and I clean air ducts and carpets and dryer vents and all kinds of stuff. So I put cleaning in the name just because. But Deep South, I'm originally from Louisiana, so I just put Deep South, and I'm up in Indiana. So I don't play on words, I guess. But it's working out. I like the logo. It's going good. But find the name and then just doing it. Create a Facebook page. That's the biggest one. Create a Facebook page. And then create a logo. Create a name. Look professional. Look good. And then, because if you already know what you're doing, then just kind of get the equipment and go start doing it. And you can do a few jobs for free. Get pictures. Get videos. Get those things to where it's a trade. I'll do the service for free if I can film, take pictures, and you leave me a Google review. Like that's big right there. Just do those. Do that for a few jobs. Get your feet wet. And then once you start taking in liability jobs of like people that you don't know and all that different stuff, then I'd look into liability insurance for your business. And then doing a DBA. You don't have to file an LLC. Everybody thinks that you, like, when you start a business, I guess depending on the business that you start, you don't have to make it an LLC. You can do a DBA, doing business as. So it's just you doing business as the company that you started, and that's how that works. But if you mess up and it all falls on you, it's not an LLC. It's not a separate entity. So I'd wait a few weeks to file the LLC. Make sure that's like what you want to do. You're enjoying doing it. You're having a good time doing it. Because starting an LLC, I mean, it's not expensive. It's not ridiculously expensive. It's worth the investment. Just don't jump into it. Maybe you hate the name and you want to change the name. It's going to be a lot harder when you already filed an LLC underneath that name. So, I do that. But fast forward back to what I was originally talking about. Is whenever you find these things, go out and do jobs for free. Get Google reviews, get pictures, make the Facebook account, and then start posting. And then once you get a couple dollars in your pocket, don't spend the money. Like, still work a full-time job. Like, still work. Like, people quit their jobs, and I commend them for that. That's hard. That's really hard. I still work a full-time job. I do this Monday through Thursday. And it's just how I've been doing things for a little bit. But posting on social media is important. Because once you have that portfolio building, you've done a few jobs, you're starting to get Google reviews, create a Google account, which is pretty self-explanatory. Underneath your name, you have to verify yourself. You'll be listed on Google. So have your car or truck, whatever you're going to work out of, or logos made to where you can prove that you're a real person, because that's what Google verifies now, which is a good thing. It's a lot less scammers on Google. Do all that, then you can start running ads on Facebook. You can run ads cheap on Facebook. Like, you can run $100 a week if you want, all the way up to thousands a week, and that gets you in front of people you don't know, providing the service that you know how to do. And so that's how you slowly start building. The jobs that you do, the money that you make gets reinvested back into equipment and advertising. It's pretty much the cut and dry version of all of this. Is reinvest it all. Work a full-time job. It's hard, but reinvest all the money that you make, and you will grow faster. Because I think it's goofy starting a business and then instantly living off the money. Unless you're doing big money jobs like construction, concrete, landscaping, or whatever it is that's like big ticket items, then yeah, sure, quit your job. I mean, you're rolling in cash. But when it comes to doing small services like mine, like dryer bin cleaning, I charge $99 for dryer bin cleaning. When it comes to air duct cleaning, I start between $500 to $600 for air duct cleaning. Carpet cleaning, I charge $230 for 3 rooms. I'm not scared to share prices. Because whenever I first started, I was looking everywhere to figure out how are they charging their jobs. Granted, I'm in Indiana, so every part of the country is a different price depending on the economy. So take that into consideration. Don't go basically off of my pricing. So just don't overanalyze it. Overanalyzing can bury you on never starting your business. Like, I don't know. I think it's fun to do. It's hard, but it's fun. It's better than working your 9 to 5, or if you work second shift, working your 11 to 8 o'clock in the afternoon, going to bed, waking up and doing it all over again. You're blowing through time in life and not accomplishing anything. Like, do something that's hard and build something that can get you out of working the 9 to 5. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm working towards trying to do that, because working 9 to 5 sucks. I'd much rather just wake up, go do the jobs I need to do, and don't have to report to nobody. That's my goal. And a lot of people don't think that way, which is perfectly fine. I completely understand that a lot of people, they just want to do their job, they wake up, go to work, get off work, hang out at home, play video games, or raise a family, or go party every day or every weekend, and that's what they want to do until they retire. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But if you're doing that and you're complaining about your life, then that's your own fault. That's just how I think about it. If you don't want to do stuff that's hard to elevate your life, then that's your own fault. That's coming from a guy that's driving a 2012 Toyota Tundra and has 2 vans and a storage unit as a garage or an office area for my business. But that's my mindset. I think it was funny. The guy like TED Talk. This is Tyler Talk. And if you want to hear, if you have questions or different ideas, or maybe you're bigger than me, you got advice that you want to give me, comment below. I don't care. I mean, it's just one of those things where I don't mind teaching people that are lower than me what I know, and I'd like to learn from people that are higher than me. I mean, it's how I think it should go. Because the main topic of this one is just starting. I wouldn't overanalyze it. Figure out what you want to do. Just do it. But thank you for watching. If you, like I said, got any other ideas, or if you got any questions, comment below. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this a little bit. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, cool. But I'm not stressing about it. All right. See you guys.